Welcome back, you guys. Before we get started, I want to plug some dates. In 2 weeks, I am going back to the West Coast. I was just there in LA, in San Diego. Great fun times. I'm going to be in Portland, Seattle, San Francisco, baby. So come out to a show. If you're in these areas, come out. It's a great time, great show. I do a little fun thing every show that's only specific to the live show. So even if you think you all know all my jokes, you fucking don't, because I have, guess what? I write 20 more every day. So that's not true. But you really, I'm just going to stop talking. Come to a show. Whoa, guys, was this an episode or what? This was crazy. We talked about the craziest topics. We talked about LA. I was just in LA. No one's even been there before that. I was the first one. We talked about Adam and Eve and how LA's run by Satan himself. We talked about Zzquil. We talked about porn and what it would be like if all the billionaires were OnlyFans porn stars. We talked about 9/11. We talked about China, our soon-to-be father, and we talked about airplanes. Can you believe it? It's the most important episode of any podcast you'll ever watch in your life. So let's get after it, boys.
El Diablo Show. El Diablo.
What's up, boys and girls? She's back from LA. Big LA, they call her. Wow. It's good to, honestly, I've never been, I've been to LA a ton, but this time I went to LA, I really fucking loved it. I loved the whole thing. Like I was so in love, and there's times I go in LA and I'm like, oh, the city is fueled by Satan, but this time you could barely tell. Like I was staying up in Burbank, and I think it's all about where you are. I think that's the key. And I was in Burbank, and I was driving. Like when you stay up top, I think that's where you want to be, up top. I mean, for me, this is the funnest part because I was driving at a car. That was huge too. When you have a car, you're listening to music, you're whipping around the hills, you're listening, and you're screaming, and oh, it was so good. It was so fun, and saw my friends out there. San Diego was, I go to San Diego, and I did a show there. That was a great show. No notes, just a great little time. And then I drove up. I got a car. I drove up. I was really nervous I get really nervous when it comes to logistics. I'm like, something's gonna go so horribly wrong. But I rented the car, and these car rentals, I'm sorry, they try to fucking like bamboozle you, because they'll say the price, and then before you check out, they're like, are you sure you don't want to add on $60 a day so you don't have to pay for gas when you come back? It's like gas was $30. I had to pay for gas twice, and it was $30 each time. And then they're like, are you sure you don't want the insurance? No, I don't want the insurance. Are you sure? Because a lot of people are going to crash and die. You're going to die. One day you're going to die. This is what it's like. This is what these websites feel like when you go through the whole checking out process and you say, no, I understand I'm going to die one day. I understand life is fleeting. I don't want the insurance. I don't want to pay extra money. And they're like, are you sure you don't? And then eventually you get to the end. And by that point, I'm like, fuck, I think I'm going to crash this car. Because they want to instill fear. They're trying to instill fear and doubt within your own driving ability. I'm a great driver. I'm fantastic at driving, knock on wood, but I am. And they try to make you second guess yourself. But guess what? You couldn't second guess me. Guess who didn't crash the car and didn't pay for insurance? This guy. Fuck you, Hertz. Not sponsored by Hertz. Sponsor me, though, and I will stop saying all this stuff. I'll actually say the opposite if you sponsor me, Hertz. I'll say you got to get the insurance. It's kind of, you will crash the car if you don't get the insurance. Driving the car was fun. LA, the shows. Well, here's the thing. Oasis was in town. Fuck, Oasis. God, you're so good and I love you so much. But God damn, do you just ruin every city they come to. They just strip them bare. Like, all these shows got canceled because a couple of shows I was on, and then my headlining show did sell horribly. Jesus Christ. Because of, I do have a large following out in LA, but I do think it was kind of the area of the club, but it was definitely Oasis. They just took all the tickets. You fuckers, you're so good. They're so good. They even take comedy fans. Like they're taking tickets away from, entertainment fields that they're not even a part of. That's incredible. Didn't they break up? What happened? They broke up and then they came back. What was their breakup about? Do you know?
I believe it was just like the two brothers like didn't like each other anymore.
Oh, it was brothers.
Yeah, the two guys.
Oh, that runs deep. That's almost impossible. That's near. I can't believe they're back, to be honest. Sibling rivalry will really, that will cut deep. Yeah, okay, here's the thing. So one's the hot one. And then the other one, he's not ugly, but he looks like the older one. And the other one looks more stoic, maybe more, the younger one looks, I'm guessing, which one is older? I'm guessing the guy on the left is the older. The right guy on the right is older. And yeah, I knew it. And the young one's a bit more rebellious. Wow, what was that accent? A bit more rebellious. I cannot do a British accent, so sorry. Yeah, and the older one's just like more responsible, and the younger one's like, fuck this money, we're doing it for the art, like, you've lost yourself, you lost the plot, mate. And the older one's like, all you do is do drugs and you don't listen, and bro, you're gonna kill yourself. And then Oasis split up, but now they're back doing drugs together once again. I actually don't know if they do. They make fantastic. I love their music, and they have cool style. I had no idea. The thing is, I listened to them my whole life. I had no idea they were British. No idea. I just thought they were fellow speech impedimenters. I had a speech. I still have one, speech impediment. I just thought they had speech impediments, and so they sang funny. And never once was I like, oh, they're British. To have a brain this slow is a safety hazard. But so LA was fun. I did Andrew Santino's podcast, and that was great. That's gonna come out at some point. And he's fantastic, great guy, super fun. And we had a great time. And I saw my other LA friends, and it was just a great week of like talking slow to my fellow slow talkers. You know what I'm saying? And it was so like, there's so much. It really is the Garden of Eden over there, and it is fueled by Satan, but I loved it. And coming back to New York, I love New York, but New York is like, it's not doing the same thing it used to do to me. But I'm not going to move or anything. I love New York. I'm just having an interesting relationship with it. I wonder what it is. There's just not enough. I really need more nature in my life. And there's just so much greenery, in LA. So green. I was thinking about this. You know how Eve bit the apple in Adam and Eve? And then that's why the world sucks, is because a woman. Classic plight of man. But I feel like if it was the Adam that bit the apple, I feel like we wouldn't be in a recession right now. because if we instilled more doubt into men than we did women, then maybe guys wouldn't think, oh, I can run this country into the ground, as it's been done. And now we're in a recession because all these guys for millions and billions of years have thought, oh, we know math, we know we can handle this, we have egos. It's the women that are always wrong. They're the dumb ones. Remember Adam and Eve? She bit the apple and she fucked us. When it's been the guys that are fucking us, I feel like. I don't know. This isn't an anti-man podcast. This is just, it's typically male politicians that are in power. That's why I'm saying that. I did come back though. I flew. The flight was okay. Anytime I go on a flight, I'm like, this is basically what I do on airplanes. I fight with almost everyone I can. Like this woman, like my attitude level, I walk into an airplane at like a 10, or like how they say everyone in New York walks out of their house at a 7, like in terms of like anger. I walk into an airplane at a 10 already. So I'm like ready to throw down at anything. And this woman, I was sitting down, this woman, I put so many people, and this is another thing about LA. I was like, so many people, I stayed with gay men for the most, it was like a Airbnb, and they were this gay couple. It was fabulous. And they gave me all these clothes. And then I went to my friend's apartment for the last day, and so all these people are just like giving me all these clothes, like, and so I had to check my bag because I had so much stuff, and so I had a bag, and then I had another big bag I had to carry on the airplane, and so put that bag on the overcarriage or whatever. This woman comes up, she's like, hey, can you put that bag under your seat? And I said no. And she's like, why not? I said, because it's big. She's like, well, I need to put my suitcase up there. I'm like, yeah, it's not really my problem. And she got so mad. And honestly, sometimes seeing people get mad is just enough for me. Like, it's just, it makes my day. She's just like, and I'm like, yeah, you're not right. I'm allowed to put whatever the fuck I want up there. It's my one item. Those are the rules. You get one item and you get to put it up there. I mean, whatever. If you want to make your own airplane, make your own airplane, and then you can say, I get to put my luggage wherever I want and everyone gets to get fucked. Okay. But for now, that stays up there and you go back there, you fucking peasant. And so that happened, and then for usually on an airplane for the majority, so I get in fights with people. I typically freak out a lot because you're in the air, and I think about my funeral, and I think about who would be sad at my funeral and who would be secretly happy I was dead at my funeral, and usually the people who are secretly happy are typically the guys, like my exes or things like that. The situationships that are like, well, I'm glad that's over. And it's hard for me to like read or write on an airplane because it's like I do it for a little bit, but I'm like, this isn't really like, the sky isn't really the place to start like reading anything or really start to write. Like, we're in the air. It's freak out time. And but whenever I do journal, the only thing I journal about is how much I hate the people sitting right next to me. I have a lot to say because sometimes, like, if someone puts even their like little pinky toe in my area, I'll say, get the fuck out of here, buddy. This is my box. Get out. And then I'll write like, I fucking hate them. They're so fucking rude. There's a stupid face and there's a stupid. And I basically just journal about how much I hate them. This time it was pretty all right. So I was facing the wall, and there was like 2 TVs, but there were 3 seats. It was like a big Midwestern man to my left and a little regular girl to my right. And I had a TV, the girl had a TV. Midwest man didn't have a TV. And I could tell he was sad because he was trying to type on his phone, and I don't know, he just looked like he was really sad. So I turned on the football for him because I knew a game was on because I saw it in the airport. So I turned on his little, Midwest catnip. And at first he looked at it, he didn't want to act like he liked it. It was the Bears versus the Vikings, and he looked and he's like, no, I don't care. And then he kept on looking up and he kept on getting more into it and more into it, and then eventually he was locked in. I was like, hell yeah, buddy, get after it, enjoy it. I put it on for you. And then at one point he was like, oh no. Oh no, the football. Score. Yeah. I was like, yeah. That's right, buddy. Get it all out. But then as a thank you, this man, I think I had made a mistake. I don't know if he was farting because he was so excited, but he was farting up a storm. I'm like, not after I just put on the football TV for you, bud. You can't fart on me now. Look and you don't think I know it's coming from you. It's not coming from my sweet little princess rainbow sunshine over here. Okay, I think it's coming from my little Midwest monster to my left, and I could smell it's like, oh God, it's so gross. But, that was my flight. And yeah, I asked some people today about some topics they want me to riff on. One was someone asked, why are you so hot? And that's a good question. Nobody knows. And I don't think I am. I think that's the biggest, I don't think I spent my whole life thinking I was ugly, and also dressing like a guy so my dad would like me. And then, and I tried to be girly, but it doesn't exactly fit my personality. I also never felt fully comfortable. Actually, I think in high school I did feel comfortable dressing like a slut because like Halloween, I don't know why, but Halloween in high school, I dressed like an absolute whore. I was like, I don't know where that came from. I could never dress how I dressed like I did in high school on Halloween now. Like that was insanity. But yeah, I never thought I was that great. And then, everyone wants to be pretty. Of course every girl wants to be like wanted and everything. But yeah, I just feel more comfortable in like men's clothing. I have been starting to like, in the past like couple years, I have been starting to dress girlier or whatever. Maybe that's why people are noticing, but I enjoy feeling attractive, but I also don't like all of men's attention. Like when you're hot and girls are giving you attention, that energy is different from guys giving you attention. When girls think you're hot, they're like, yes, queen, you're fucking hot. You look great. You're so skinny. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. I'm in love with you. Like every guy who's ever denied you is fucking retarded, blah, blah, blah. Like just really, and it feels good. I'm like, oh yes, like I'm perfect and everything's okay. But then when guys give you attention, they're like this. They're like, or like when a guy thinks you're hot, they're like this. Or like, they look. It does feel like Jigsaw from Saw. They're like, I want to fuck you. It's like that. Like I want to fuck you and then kill you. Like it feels, it's scary kind of. And I, even after one of my shows in LA, there was this guy and he was standing outside and he was looking at me really intensely. And I forget, when guys look at you really intensely, that means they're like attracted to you. And like, but the stare is like, it's like that. And it's intense, you know? And they're not staring at you and being like, yeah, queen, you look so fucking hot, you little fucking slut. You know, like they don't, they're not saying anything. They're just like staring. And that energy is kind of intense. And at first you're like, oh, I think he hates me or he's weirded out. But then he like DM'd me after and was like, oh, I want to take you out. And I'm like, God, we got to change up the energy, guys. Like, if you think a girl's attractive, you need to like smile and like relax and fix your eyes or something. But yeah, I would say men's attention does scare me. But of course I want guys I'm attracted to be attracted to me, of course. And so every day I try, and I would say I'm a bit of a superficial person to an extent. I want to be as hot as I possibly can, but at the same time, I think I'm ugly all the time. So I don't know what to tell you. And yeah, also I got a nose job. That was probably huge for the home team. But honestly, no one has, I've never started feeling attractive until I started comedy. No one's ever been like, oh my God, you're so hot. And still, until I started stand up. And then I was so confused. I was like, since when? Like, I've never, like, I was always the friend in my friend group, like guys would go up to ask if they can talk to my friend or if I can connect them. I was never like pursued, which is fine. I didn't care. I think I just felt, yeah, my role was more of an assist than the end zone. So yeah, even today when people are like, oh, you're so hot, I'm like, I think you're confused. I think you're confusing me with someone else. Oh my God, you guys. I took, just like, by the way, I took a Zzquil last night. I'm so fucked up right now. Like, Zzquil is a tranquilizer. Is Zzquil short for tranquilizer? Because I took a Zzquil and I'm like, I never take Zzquils. I just thought, like, you know, it was there, so I'll take it. And I never woke up, and I took Vyvanse. And so like half my brain is like, let's do math. And my other half is like, let's kill ourselves. We're too tired. So my brain is at quite a juncture or something right now. God, they're really lacing that Zzquil with something deep and dark. So bad. So I'm a bit out of it. What else did someone? Oh, my mom comment. My mom wants me to talk about her on the podcast, but my mom's single, but I don't want anyone who is a fan of mine to date my mom, because I don't want any of you guys to be my dad. So, Mom, you're gonna have to find a different avenue into dating. My mom's kind of funny because she's like, she won't do apps, but she wants to be pursued by strangers on the internet. I'm like, that's like a worse app. I mean, apps aren't great, but hi Mom, my advice is to go out and meet someone in person. It's way better. You don't need creeps on the internet. Okay. You don't. My mom's great. She's silly. She said she's going to help me with an audition later. I'm dreading it a bit. She's so bad at auditions. She's so bad at it. 'Cause she'll be reading me my line, or not my line. She'll be like, you know, reading the lines in the audition. Like I'll be filming. She's reading the co-stars, whatever line, and she'll forget mid audition that we're doing an audition, and I'll start responding to her, and then she'll just respond as if I'm talking to her as Elle, and she's like, "Oh, you're just really good at acting. I forgot what we were doing," and I'm like, "Mom, that was a good one. Come on." And I turn into like psycho, teenage mode where I'm like, "Get it together." So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm going to be screaming at my mom. And yeah, she's a good mom. She's a funny lady. It's whenever you talk to my mom, she hates yes or no answers. She hates them. You talk to my mom and you say, "Mom, is the sky blue?" She would say, "Well, when you really think about it, so I woke up today, right? And it was blue, but if I'm thinking like, she will never answer anything direct. It's never a yes or no. It's a great time. Sorry. I'm tired. Someone said porn. You want me to talk about porn? Oh yeah, that's the best part about porn, talking about it. I don't know. I don't really watch it. I haven't caught up on the seasons. I checked it. The first time I checked it out was when I was in high school because I wanted to see what's it all about, and I was very shocked, and I've been kind of afraid of it. The things I consider porn are just like a good cup of tea. That's what I like. Good cup of tea is porn, or like when someone doesn't interrupt you in a conversation. Oof, I'm coming. I mean, I'm coming everywhere. When someone, I don't know, just like, when someone's self-aware enough to be like, "Hi, bye," and they don't have you do the long, drawn out conversation of like, "What you been up to? Oh, I saw you've been doing that and this and blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, we don't gotta do this. We could just, "Hi, bye." And then they leave. When they, "Hi, bye, see ya, Elle, bye." And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm wet. So that's porn to me. I don't know what's going on with the porn business, because I mean, so OnlyFans is taking over, and I don't judge anyone who does porn at all. I wonder how that's going to affect society, not in a negative way, but like in a way where, okay, so let's say all the billionaires are all porn stars. Like pretend like all the billionaires right now are all porn stars. Like if Jeff Bezos and what's his name? Tesla guy? Elon Musk, Trump. Let's say they're all OnlyFans porn stars. What would our, because they have the most, Bill Gates, they all have the power to control our society / they are kind of like the puppeteers of our society. So if hot OnlyFans girls are the puppeteers, I don't know. Sounds kind of fun. Sounds like school's out. Sounds like no one has to do homework anymore. You just got to have sex with I don't know. I just wonder what implications, and I don't even mean in a negative way. I wonder if our world would be better if all the, billionaires were porn stars. I think they would be more accepting of a lot of stuff. I think they would be horrible at a business maybe because, well, if you're a porn star, you're not really a businessman, but maybe you are because, I mean, porn is, I mean, OnlyFans, that's a business and that is your business and you're showing everybody your business. And so it's business. It's an interesting thing to think about. Like if all of our bosses were porn stars, that would kind of be interesting, right? They're like, get to work. And then you're like, I fucking hate my boss. And you watch them like jerk off for an hour or something, like online, like while they're in their office. And you know, what are you doing? Are you watching me jerk off again? No. That'd be interesting. Another thing, someone wrote in, do I own a Labubu? No, I don't own anyone or anything. No, I don't own a Labubu. I don't have any money. I don't know how to, if you want to send me in a Labubu, I'll have one, but, I have a rabbit that a Mexican lady made for me out of like goat hair. It's like an original Labubu, you know? No, I don't. Yeah. These are, so they're all just like smiling. Oh, so they're like little devils. Yeah. Yeah, and then do you play with them? Do you have a game or you just, I mean, I touched one once. My friend had one and I touched it because I wanted to see how soft it was. Show us on the Labubu where he's touched you. Well, does their fur come off? I'm not trying to sound like a creep, but I'm just wondering.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just that.
Okay, that's good. That's probably for the best. Fur stays on. You can't remove the fur. Aren't they expensive? How much are they? Like $100? Dude, we are so in a recession right now. It's so fucking crazy. Let's see, $15. Oh, $15 for small figures and over $950 for the mega versions? Do the mega versions suck you off? Jesus Christ. What are you talking about, mega version? Yeah, let's see how big this one is. Oh, is that like life size? Oh no, it's just a little bit bigger than the little one. Oh my God, that's $950? Oh, that does look kind of big. But why is it so expensive? What is this fur? Like, where does the fur come from? These have to be Japanese, no offense. Right? They're from Japan? Maybe Google. Where are Labubus from? A Labubu. Sorry. I can't even do a Japanese accent, so it's not. Hong Kong. Where is that? China. Ooh. You know what? Oh, now I know. They put tracking devices in these fuckers. You guys are so fucking stupid. You guys are so stupid. China got our asses once again. At first they're like, yeah, no, TikTok, we just want your data. We're like, yeah, fucking data. But now they put cameras in the Labubu, so now they're watching us. That is so real. And they're watching us and they're tracking us. We're so fucking stupid. They're like, how do we get Americans to buy these? Oh, what about making them super cheap? No. We got to make them so expensive that Americans think they're actually important and then they'll buy them. Aren't they in a recession? Yeah, it won't matter. They don't fucking care. They think the world's ending. They don't know that we're going to own their asses so fucking hard that they're going to have to learn Mandarin tomorrow in about T-2 weeks. They don't know anything. By the way, this is a pro-China podcast. So, who's the Chinese president? President of China. It's got to be. Let me guess. No, if I guess, it's gonna be racist. I will not guess. Oh, Xing Ping Ping. I that's not hey, I'm not I read that. Xing Ping Ping. Xing Z. I would love for you to pronounce it. Okay, it's Xing Jing oh sorry. I'm dyslexic, okay? Chinese is going to be very hard for me. So, Xi Jinping. Pronunciation, yes. Okay. Okay. We're going to get a pronunciation real quick. Here we go.
His name as well as how to say more interest. We are looking at mispronounced names of public figures.
Okay.
He has been of the Chinese Communist Party.
Oh, God.
President of the People's Republic.
Yes.
Easy ones, you know. Xi Jinping.
Oh.
Xi Jinping.
Xi Jinping. I wasn't that off. I got the ping down. Xi Jinping. 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 Kind of sounds like a little jazzy. Xi Jinping. Anyways, hello. I almost said hola. Wrong way. Ni hao. Pretty good. Pretty good. I've been practicing. Yeah, what were we talking about? Labubus and China. Oh, China. Someone said, okay, someone else wrote in, why are drug dealers so nervous if you want to drug deals, or if you want to be a drug dealer, why are you nervous? Does that make sense? What did I just say? I said, okay, they basically said that they don't understand when drug dealers are nervous because they chose to be the drug dealer. So, you know, be sure about it or something. It's like, yeah, drug dealers aren't doing it because they love dealing drugs. It's not a passion project. It's so they can make money easily, but it's illegal highly. So it makes them nervous. I love that review. My drug dealer, I like him. He's just like super anxious all the time that like the cops are going to arrest him and ruin his life. It's kind of annoying. It's like, just give me my Molly. Give me my fucking ketamine with a good attitude. I just wish he would have a better attitude about selling me illegal ketamine that he could go to jail for forever. Is anyone even getting busted for drugs anymore? I feel like that's not even like, I mean, I know it's a crime in theory, but I feel like the things people, what are people getting arrested for these days? I think they're getting arrested for murders for sure. And then, I mean, I don't know. Like, you know, I see all these cops, the cops in the subways, they're definitely getting people for jumping the turnstiles. But big drug busts, I feel like you have to do a lot to get a FBI drug bust charge. Because I think the thing is they know that you're doing drugs, but they want you to do so, like, deal and move so much, I forget what they call it, but so much product, maybe, so many drugs that they can get you like on a life sentence. I think that's how it goes. So I think you can deal some drugs legally, but once you start really, you know, moving heat, then it's time to go to Guatemala. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling like, I don't know. I'm so fucking tired from this Zzquil, you guys. It's so bad. I want to go back. I'm excited to go back to the West. I like the East, but like, there's something out there I'm really interested in. I don't know what. Oh, I went on a date when I was in LA. It was good. I don't. Dates are, and that was a great date. It's fun to have a good date, but whenever I have a good date, I'm like, what am I doing? I gotta focus. Even when even when I have a bad date, I'm like, what am I doing? I gotta focus. I think, yeah, I think I'm just really good at like procrastinating and all that good stuff. September. Is it September 9th? It's almost September 11th. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. I feel like it's the elephant in the room. It actually wasn't an elephant in the room until I realized it's almost September. I mean, it's fine, it's fine. Someone said online that the day before September 11th, it was Osama bin Laden's father and George Bush's father had a meeting in a hotel in Washington, D.C. The dads got together to have a pep talk about how they're going to collab on 9/11. And it's one of those conspiracy theories that suggests that 9/11 was an inside job. The more I hear about it, the more I kind of think it was. But is that crazy to think that 9/11 is an inside job? Ian's shaking his head no. Even my friend a while ago, she used to date a guy in the military who was serving in Iraq during 9/11. And he said with his whole chest, he believes that 9/11 was an inside job. And I thought that was pretty interesting. If you're like a part of it and you're like, yeah, they didn't do this. Also, there was something else about Osama bin Laden, how they killed him just because he hated America. I mean, yeah, I think if you like really hate a country and you want to like build an army to like destroy them, I think that's going to cause some, that country that you're like, yeah, let's fucking murder that. They're going to get pissed and they're going to be like, you think you're going to take us, we're going to take you. And I'm not saying it's good, but if you hate a country, you should hate it in secret. You shouldn't be vocalized about it because they'll just take you out. America, I think I love technology and I love knowing the truth, but to be honest, with how much technology has advanced and how much truth we're able to know, especially like across seas and what's going on, and we don't have to rely on the news to get the real story and everything. That's great and that's good and important, but it's also really lifting up all these veils in society where you're like, oh, we can't trust anything. We can't trust anything or anybody. And I think this has been like kind of the not antithesis isn't the word, but the whole kit and caboodle of why our country didn't want to show us the knowledge in the first place, because they're like, if you knew everything, you would probably kill yourself because it's too much for civilians to know. And I'm sure we're bad. I'm sure everyone like country wise, I'm sure these countries are so fucking bad and we're all doing bullshit. No one's No one's a saint. No one's coming off with clean hands. But the fact that we all know what's happening and we're just learning more and more and more and more and more every single day about details of the future, of the past, of the present, it's just becoming a lot. And this is why I don't read the news. But it feels like the news is coming to me now. It's scary. With that, what a great note to end on. High and positive and whatnot. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast. Please like, share, subscribe. Also bonus content in on the Patreon. Subscribe there and follow me on Instagram. Oh, big news. I got my name on Instagram. Before it was just _ L Orlando _. Now it's just L Orlando. It's kind of big, kind of huge. Follow me on Instagram, follow El Diablo Show, and come to a show. Come to a live show, please, for the love of God. It's fun. I have a great hour. I'll say it. I'll say it right here, right now. All right. Have a good weekend. Bye, guys.
El Diablo Show. El Diablo.